He's incredibly slippery, and he's elusively fast. A bigger body that always seems to finish forward when he is getting tackled. Guy that they'll run the ball with on short yardage situations. That'll, you can hit him behind the line of scrimmage, and he'll find a way to get the yard that he needed. Good player.
Their 2 losses are on the road. Anything in particular that's bothered them?
Good defenses.
Yeah.
No, I don't know that. I mean, that's their deal. But I think they do what they do, and they're a solid football team.
How solid is their zone blocking scheme?
It's tough, and they run well behind it. Very disciplined behind it. Not a lot of variety in the things that they do. That's what it's going to be, and they make you stop it. And I think they do a pretty good job of scheming each team up with how they may align, and so that aspect of it's a little bit different in terms of where you might be in the back end. They'll stretch you out, and they do a really good job of I think protecting some players too and putting people in spots where they can have success.
Is the way Reggie Stubblefield has played for you guys, does it match up with what you were expecting when you recruited him out of Prairie View?
I don't know that. I think on tape we just saw. You never know, right? I mean, he was an emotional player. We could tell that on tape. He was a twitchy guy. We could tell that on tape. But then to take it to this level and do it at this level, that was uncertainty. And coming from FCS, we knew there's FCS players that could play at this level. There's no question about it. A lot of them. And me and him and Coach Klanderman also talk frequently about that, about being the small school guy with the big chip on the shoulder. And I think that's what Reg is out to prove each and every week.
How much more comfortable are you guys as a team and as a coaching staff in the second to last Big 12 game than you were in the first Big 12 game?
We're still a work in progress. I mean, we're still evolving. There's still things we're learning about our defensive structure that it's first time for me. And I think that we're putting ourselves in a good position in the future of some of the things that we're learning. And so to answer your question, immeasurably more comfortable just in who we are, in who we have, and what we can and cannot do. And I think it's showing on the field.
What does the challenge that 1 and 7 present out of their backfield?
Kind of a good 1-2 punch. You got a downhill, tough, gonna slash runner, and then you got a guy that has a little bit more elusiveness and a little bit more ability to hit that thing anywhere. And I think anytime you've got 2 guys and it's 4th and 1 with the game on the line, you don't care which one of them's in. That's always a scary deal. And they seem fresh. They seem like they're. I'm looking at the tape of last week versus the tape in September, and they look the same to me. That's a scary deal. So really good players, really solid combination.
Joe, I was going to ask that. I mentioned Coach Klanderman on Tuesday that it shocked me that we were now heading into the 11th game of the season and we hadn't asked you or him a single question specifically about J-Mac, and I just didn't know. You use that phrase "steady Eddie." Is that kind of what he's been this year?
Yeah, and that's just it. I mean, he goes under the radar so much for the things that he brings to this football team, and I'm really excited for him to play his last game out here at Bill Snyder Stadium. And he's just, obviously a tremendous player on the field, and the things that you guys will never see is what he's done for this football team off the field, and how he's brought people together, how he's been an example for younger players, not just in the DB room, but across the football team, how he's brought people together. He is, I can't tell you how much I think of that kid.
Anything else?
What did Russ East do past last game?
Russ is another one that's just been kind of a quiet killer. I mean, he's just been a guy that's gotten better each week, a guy that's been, so rock solid, cares so much about this place, and has fit in so well here. But he's doing a great job in man coverage. He's being a much better communicator. He's very rangy in zones. His tackling's been fantastic. There aren't too many players in the country, I don't think, that are playing at the level that he is at his position.
With Daniel Green, we saw that he had the targeting penalty, he got picked up. Just how is that nerve-wracking for you when you have a player who plays as fast as he does and you have stuff like that happen?
Yeah, he's and again, it happens, and it's something that we talk about, we coach through. We're trying to get him to lower the target zone on the ball carriers, all those things, and sometimes in those bang plays, all that stuff just kind of goes out the window. And we're fortunate. I think that was the right call to get that picked up. But you bet we're preaching it all the time.
Kind of have those tutoring sessions of this is the right technique and this is the wrong.
I don't know if they're
film
tutoring
standpoint.
sessions or butt chewing sessions. I don't know what you call them exactly, but yeah, I mean, we show video. I mean, we talk about it. You know, we try to drill it as much as we can. I mean, we do doing that stuff in individual and those kind of things. But again, that speed of the game is so incredibly fast. Things happen.